Nanyuki, Kenya, a town where British soldiers train, drink, and mingle with locals.
Can't stop ting boy, every little move make me I jump to. On
March 31st, 2012, one young woman stepped into that nightlife and never stepped out again. Her name was Agnes Wangiru, 21-year-old, a mother, a hairdresser hustling to provide for her baby girl, Stacy. She went out for a night at the Lions Court Hotel with soldiers from the Duke of Lancaster's regiment. 2 months later, her body was found dumped in a septic tank behind the hotel, stabbed, mutilated, erased from view, but not for memory.
At least when we can get help, we can be going for therapy to help us to cope with the loss.
For years, a single question hovered over Nanyuki. Who killed Agnes? And the evidence pointed to British soldiers. Witnesses spoke up. A High Court inquest in 2019 even declared she was murdered by 1 or 2 British soldiers. Yet, nothing happened. Not a single arrest.
Now that's what makes us think that even this guy was not here for the he was just here for the pictures and for his political gain, because he was the first minister to meet the family over 13 years.
Authorities in London brushed off early allegations. Files gathered dust. Hotel logs went missing. The Ministry of Defense stayed quiet behind the shield of jurisdiction. Meanwhile, a child grew up without a mother. A family grieved while doors slammed in their faces.
To help us to cope with the loss. Yeah, because I don't think if we keep on with the criminal, it will take us ages, even maybe.
Then came 2021. A leak cracked open the silence. A Sunday Time investigation exposed a private WhatsApp group full of British soldiers joking about the murder. Septic tanks, murder memes, sick humor about a sore throat. Whistleblower stepped forward, known only as Soldier Y. He said a comrade identified later as Robert James Purkiss confessed to strangling Agnes, stabbing her when she resisted and showing off where he hid her body. When Soldier Y tried to report it, he was told to keep quiet. At this time, the world listened. The British Army's top brass expressed outrage. Kenyan detectives reopened the investigation. The family wrote to King Charles, saying enough is enough.
Nasema ile tumeipata ambayo sisi kama kamiti iliweza kututikisha kidogo ni hiyo kifo ya Agnes Wanjiru. Na hata ndio ilipea msukumo zaidi kamati hii kuweza kufanya kwamba kuangalia kwa sababu Agnes Wanjiru ni mmoja, lakini inaweza kuwa ni wangapi wengine ambao ni kama Agnes Wanjiru na lakini yao haikuweza kutoka kwenye press ama haiweza kutoka nje ndio watu wengi waweze kujua. Ndio maana imebaini kamati hii ije hapa ili iweze kuisikia kwa maoni kutoka kwa watu wengi. Ya Agnes Wanjiru ni pigo kubwa kwa sehemu hii, ni jambo ambalo si mzuri, na kama ni kweli iliweza kufanya na maaskari wa Uingereza, basi lazima sheria iweze kuchukua mkondo wake na wale wetu ambao walihusika waweze kukamatwa.
Years passed, headlines rose and fell. Promises were made, promises were broken. Yet the Wanjiru family never stopped pushing.
British military officers straight in Kenya. So that is why we are here today. We were very disappointed since other than 2 parties, that is the British Military Training Unit and the Office of Director of Public Prosecution have filed documents in court. The others have not responded. And even the response by the British Military Training Unit and the Director of Public Prosecution is wanting in this regard. It says almost nothing other than sideshows and trying to evade the responsibility of investigations and trying to bring the culprits to book. The British Military Training Unit is on record as saying that they are not subject to trial within the Republic of Kenya. Then our question is, where was this murder committed if they cannot be tried on the soil of the Republic of Kenya.
Then finally, a breakthrough. September 2025, a Kenyan High Court issued a warrant arrest for Purkiss, charging him with murder. On October 21st, Kenya launched formal extradition proceedings. The message was unmistakable: bring Purkiss back to face justice where the crime happened.
This case cannot wait until January 2026. It has been over 10 years since the incident occurred on 31st of March 2012. The victims are still anxiously waiting for justice to be done to their kin. Thus, all the state actors in Kenya, including the court, must dedicate efforts towards the expeditious disposal of this matter. It will be important, therefore, for the ODPP to update this court regularly of the steps being taken in order to obviate delay. Accordingly, this court directs that this case shall be mentioned at least once every month to monitor progress.
The best place to get justice for the Kenyan, that is Agnes Wangiru and her family, is within the four corners of the Republic of Kenya, so that members of public can also see justice being done in their soil. That is why we are saying they should be tried here. And again, the law is very clear. They committed the offense within the jurisdiction of our courts. Our courts are capable of conducting trial, and we should not be worried. Our courts are known to deliver justice. They are free and fair. So nobody should be concerned that they will not get justice in Kenya. They should actually have volunteered themselves, bring themselves here. We are waiting for them, and we are ready to go through the full trial.
November 24th this year is the next court date. Updates will come every month. Kenya has done its part. Now the decision sit with the United Kingdom. Cooperate or stall.
Japanese lady. There's a gentleman who was arrested 3 months ago in Canada, a British soldier. He is facing trial in Canada. How come in Kenya we are second-class citizens? And it's time now the government push for these things. The Prime Minister of Japan, the late Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, he pushed for the prosecution of that soldier. 2 months ago, a soldier killed a lady in Canada. He is facing trial in Canada. In Kenya, 12 years later, people are still playing games here.
If Purkiss stands trial in Nanyuki, it will be the first time a British soldier faces a Kenyan court for killing a civilian. A historical marker, a challenge to old power imbalances wrapped in faded colonial flags.
Justice for Agnes Wanjiru.
Justice for Agnes Wanjiru.
Justice for Agnes Wanjiru.
Justice for Agnes Wanjiru.
We are not a British colony.
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 Shut down Batu.
Shut down Batu.
Shut down Batu.
Shut down Batu.
Meanwhile, the streets around Batuk remains tense. Locals protests, activists speak out about sexual exploitation and misconduct that long predates Agnes's death.